We got him, folks. We got him. There we go. All right, folks. Installment number 2 of the Connecticut Trout Tour brings us here. Okay, so you can't really see the river just yet, but today we are at Hop Brook. Actually, not so fast. Sorry guys, future me here. I just have to cut in real quick because I've just gotten back to my truck here after filming this whole video, and I checked the map real quick, and actually this is Hop River, not Hop Brook. Hop Brook is actually on the other side of the state near where I live, so that could be confusing. If you go to look this place up and you look for Hop Brook, you're going to find some place over in Middlebury. This is Hop River in sort of like the Coventry, Columbia area. So yeah, I'm going to say Hop Brook probably multiple times throughout this video. I mean Hop River. All right, back to my intro. You know the goal from the last one. I'm here trying to catch at least one trout for you guys. The water was running pretty high last time I was here. The flows have gone down substantially. And although it hasn't been stocked particularly recently, there's no doubt in my mind that this is probably a fairly underutilized fishery. So in all likelihood, there's going to be trout here. Can I dredge one up in the short amount of time that I have? Time will tell. Let's hit the river. All right, guys. So I'm making my way down to the river here now. I'm going to be starting out today with a number 8 black woolly bugger. This is typically my go-to fly, at least in the beginning, because I can use it both for both as a streamer and basically as a nymph. I could dead drift it. It's a really great fly for doing prospecting on a river like this. Wow, this looks fantastic. This waterfall was raging the last time I was here, and it was pretty much unfishable, but it is looking excellent right now, and I am excited to get down there. That's a whole lot of poison ivy, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? This looks fantastic. Wow. All right, guys. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I still have a split shot on here from when I was out fishing the Scantic the other day. I think I'm gonna pop that off, at least in the beginning here, because I'm not so sure that I'm really gonna need any weight. All right, we're in business. And I'm just dead drifting it through this pool. It's really even hard to say how deep this pool is. Looks like it could be maybe 2-3 feet. I'm gonna be honest, it looks so nice. I half expected a trout in my first cast. Move a little closer to the falls here. All right, we're right in the thick of it here, guys. Let's see what we can do. Got ourselves a fine snag. Oh, we have snagged someone else's fishing line. Let's get that out of the water. Look at all this line. We're going to be removing this from the river. Lord almighty, look at all that line. Put that in the vest here. One less piece of garbage. It's starting to rain on me quite a bit more now. We might end up having to cut this short and be back here again another day. Let's see if I can add a little bit of weight, get it down a little deeper, and maybe connect with something. You know, fly fishing is not necessarily a form of speed fishing. Coming out here with maybe only 10 minutes is not exactly the way it's done. But we do what we can here, right? Here we go. Oh yeah, getting rained on. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. And we're gonna move back down onto the bridge here, if for no other reason than it gets me out of the rain. All right, back onto the bridge here and out of the rain. And you know, I don't feel like I'm disadvantaging myself at all. This is a beautiful little run under the bridge here. I'm just really preoccupied with trying to get to the bottom of those falls because it looks excellent. But I would be very surprised if there isn't a fish here. And we also may try a little further downriver here. But let me just finish working this pool. I'm determined, folks. I'm determined that there is a trout in the bottom of this little run. Snagged another piece of fishing line, and it looks like it was the same person's line, the same neon colored fishing line here. Cannot imagine how much line they lost, but we're going to be taking this out of the river too. All right, so I'm not feeling too good about the bridge, so I think we're going to move on to this little run down here after these small cascades. See if we can pull a trout out of there. Taking off my weight because it looks like it's going to be significantly more shallow over there. So on to the next spot. This looks awfully shallow, but I think if I move a little further down and hit it upstream into some of these little runs here, we might be able to find something. So let's see what we can do. Again, I'm getting those false hook sets because the bugger is just getting snagged up a little bit in the bottom. And, you know, when that happens, you really just gotta make at least a small hook set, because it could be a fish. And if you resolve to just, you know, sort of not be fooled by the bottom, gotta love technology, huh? Try to get a little cast across the river here and underneath that tree. Try to cast upstream into the slack water over here and see what we can do. Now we have this area here. We have the cascades coming down, sort of shooting the water out almost directly towards us here. And we have this little bit of slack water over here, so we've got a seam. That's what I'm going to try to hit right now. So, it's not looking good at this seam here. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot of time. So, here's sort of the decisions you have to make when you're on unfamiliar water. So the question here is, do I go further upriver to the waterfall there? Or do I go further downriver, hoping I can find a little pool or a nice run? You know, either choice could yield fish. But I don't have a whole lot of time to pick this river apart. So I need to choose the highest probability option. And I'm thinking highest probability is the base of that waterfall. So I'm gonna reel my line in here and we're gonna head up under the bridge right to the base of those falls. All right, here we are, and let me tell you guys, it looks just so fishy here. I cannot imagine that we're not gonna hook into something. Now, I'm sure that this being right at the roadside, this place probably gets hit very hard. You know, and so that's something to take into consideration. But, boy, I'll tell you, it just looks so nice. I feel really good about this. Let's see what happens. over here, so I am going to put some more weight back on. All right, guys, nothing here, just despite what I thought were very high odds. But you know what? We're not done just yet. I'm going to go up above the falls here, cast into this channel, and see what we can get. One more try at this pool before I walk through it. Because again, boy, it looks so tasty. How can there not be fish here? How can there possibly not be fish here? You know, it can't hurt to just try to stealthily drop the woolly bugger in these pools here. Kind of doubt that I'm going to get anything, but you never do know. Well, I'm moving further upriver here, and yeah, it's getting challenging to move, but I am just determined to bag at least one trout here. And I'm pretty sure at this point, moving upriver is the only way I'm going to succeed. So that's what I'm doing. Very tough to get around, especially with the 8.5-foot fishing rod. It is just like a jungle up here. My quest to get further upriver here is growing more and more challenging by the moment. I'm not sure if I really even believe at this point that we're gonna run into a fish. Ooh, but then again, boy, that looks great up there. Okay, well, let's see if we can't get further upriver here. Oh boy, this doesn't look fun. Well, here we go. A miserable slog through the weeds. Whew. Boy, I hope this ends up being worth it. You know, I'd really like to be over in that big rock over there. Oh, I thought of going back into those weeds. Whew. This is absolutely miserable. I am just walking through these weeds and they are soaked. I can't get over the rock over there. So there is another area even a little further up that I can try, but I'll tell you, this is quite a challenge. You know, I hate to come this far and sort of just leave empty-handed, but I guess that's just the way it goes sometimes. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to make it over to that nice run over there, because the woods here are just so dense with undergrowth. Well, I've come this far. That area over there actually looks fantastic. I don't think I can leave without at least trying it. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get over there. I do think I can say one thing for certain. It's going to be absolutely miserable trying to get over there. It's too deep for me to wade. So I'm going to have to get back up in the damn jungle over here and see what I can do. All right. It looks like I've gotten through a lot of the tough stuff. I think once I get through this last thicket, the river opens up. Oh God, the briars, they just don't end. Oh, okay. Boy, guys, I'll tell you, every time that I think I'm getting close, I just hit another dead end. I mean, clearly nobody fishes this area on a regular basis. So there are just no herd trails. There's very little for me to work with here. Well, will you look at this? This is wild, guys. Take a look at let me clean the lens here for you. We have been slogging through a mess here. And I was literally just saying, clearly nobody else fishes here. Well, look what we just found. I have just found a nice rubber net stuck in the weeds here that clearly fell off somebody's vest while they were fishing. Look at this, guys. This is a nice net, guys. I'll tell you. I did not expect this. I don't know if this is going to make up for not catching a trout, if that's the way this works out, but very cool find. Well, folks, finally, my safari through the forest here has come to a close. And I'm going to tell you what, this actually looks really, really nice. But, you know, then again, the falls up there look nice. The little run up there look nice. I don't know what I'm going to find here, but I am really pretty confident. Let's see what we can do. Look at this, guys. Look at the size of that hellgrammite. Just crawling on the rocks here. Look at the size of that thing. That is big. Good Lord, look at that. No joke, that's going to be a huge Dobson fly. So, I'm feeling pretty good about the black woolly bugger having found this. Let's see what happens. Here's what I'm working with here. Let's assume that hellgrammite walked off this rock and got swept up in this current. Gets carried downstream and a trout grabs him right out of the drift. That is the scenario I'm trying to simulate right now. We got him, folks. We got him. There we go. There we go. Okay. How about that, folks? How about that? Nice rainbow here. All right, guys. Now, you know, you gotta love it when a plan works out, right? Look at that. And I would absolutely be willing to bet that the scenario I painted for you, hey buddy, I'm trying to let you go here. The scenario I painted for you is precisely what played out here. He thought that that was a hellgrammite coming down in this little run, and he went for it. So let's let this guy go. And he's off. Gotta love it, guys. You gotta love it. Hop Brook. Making him think it's a hellgrammite. You know what, folks? I don't see anything else here, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. This has been a grueling outing on Hop Brook. I mean, rain, briars up to my shoulders. Even with waders on up to my chest, I'm still soaking wet. We found a net. We found a big hellgrammite. we've painted a scenario based upon what we found on exactly why that trout would have hit. And you gotta love it when it just comes together like that. You know, as grueling as this little outing was, I'm happy, guys. And I think I'm ready to pack it in and get on with my day. Thank you for joining me, JG Coleman, the Connecticut Angler, for this installment of the Connecticut Trout Tour. And I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll catch you on the next river.